Have you ever paused to ponder the true significance of your dwelling place? Today, we delve into a profound exploration of Psalm 91, a scripture that beautifully encapsulates the importance and power of dwelling in the right place. Psalm 91 opens with a promise to those who dwell in the shelter of the Most High. This verse is not merely about physical shelter, but a spiritual one. It speaks of the protection and security we find when we make God our dwelling place, our refuge. Moving on to the second verse, I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in Him will I trust. Here the psalmist makes a declaration of trust in God. It emphasizes that our words have power, and making such declarations of faith can strengthen our bond with God. Verse 3 states, Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. This verse reassures us that when we trust in God, He will deliver us from life's snares and perils. The fourth verse, He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. This metaphorical verse paints a vivid picture of God's protection, likening Him to a bird that shields its young under its wings. In verse 5, Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day. This verse eradicates fear by reminding us of God's omnipresence. With Him as our dwelling place, there is no room for fear. Verse 6 continues with the theme of protection. Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. Darkness or daylight, the promise of God's protection is unchanging and everlasting. The subsequent verses from 7 to 10 assure us that even in the midst of 1,000 falling at our side or right hand, it will not come near us, come near us. This is the power and promise of making God our dwelling place. By the time we reach the closing verses, the psalmist reassures us that God will command His angels to guard us in all our ways. They will lift us up, so we won't even hit our foot on a stone. Finally, the last verse, With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. God promises to satisfy us with long life and show us His salvation when we make Him our dwelling place. In summary, Psalm 91 offers a beautiful promise of protection, security, and long life to those who choose to dwell in the presence of God. It teaches us the power of declaring our faith in God and reminds us of His unchanging protection, whether in darkness or daylight. It reassures us that even amidst chaos, we are safe in God's dwelling, and ultimately, it promises us long life and salvation. So, as you lay down to sleep tonight, remember the soothing and relaxing truth that you are always watched over and protected 24 hours a day, 7 days a week by God when you make Him your dwelling place. Please don't forget to like, share, and hit the subscribe button. Thanks.